How's it going, everyone? This is Bingbox, and we are back with another Let's Demo. Today we're Let's Demoing Battlefield 4. Okay, so first we're going to go into our video settings. And now you guys can actually see the frame rate on the top left here. Okay, so we're going to go into our video settings. I'm going to show you guys again, just like the last video, I'm going to show you guys what the best settings are for this particular computer. I know a lot of you guys are looking into buying this computer. A lot of you are looking into buying a gaming laptop. So right here, I've got the MSI GS60 Ghost Pro. Okay, this is not the 3K version. This is the 1920 by 1080 HD version. Okay, so we're going to look at our settings here. Okay, full screen monitor number 1, full screen resolution 1920 by 1080. Okay, all these things, you know, pretty standard. Full screen brightness at 50. Vertical sync is on. Okay, I like to keep my vertical sync on because I really can't stand screen tearing. So this is my setting. Field of view scaling in ADS. Motion blur amount is 50%. Weapon depth of field. Okay, so weapon depth of field is an interesting thing because a lot of people like to turn this off if they want a performance boost. Okay, the reason being is that it does take a little bit more of a CPU intake, I guess, and it's a little bit of a hit. But, you know, if your computer can handle it, I would keep it on. This computer can definitely handle it. It looks better while you're firing. It looks better while you're playing. Color blindness is obviously off for me. HUD size is 50%, and resolution scaling. So this says internal rendering solution. Okay, less than 100% equals faster performance, and more than 100% is higher quality through super sampling. Okay, so normally at default it is at 100%. Right now I've got it at 110 just to give it a little bit more of that super sampling. I believe this is FXAA naturally. So the reason why I boosted this up is basically what it does is super sample the game's video, okay, and then crushes it back down into 1080 so that it looks a little bit better in terms of resolution on your screen. Okay, if we go over here at graphics quality, all these things is okay custom. As you can see, all these down here are ultra here, and then we have anti-aliasing deferred. Now this is MSAA. And I have mine off, actually, because I feel that the screen on this laptop is so good that it doesn't really need too much anti-aliasing. That's just my opinion, but you guys can see for yourself in the video as well. So for me, since MSAA is a pretty big performance hit on your GPU, I usually like to turn it off or as low as possible. And for this, honestly, the pixel density and the screen on this laptop really is so good that you don't need much anti-aliasing. You have to believe me on this. Okay, so just because it's not everything in ultra, everything's turned up super high, doesn't mean that it's not going to look good. Okay, anti-aliasing post, okay, sets the quality of post-processing. Now, I like to keep mine on high, but I've read a lot of forum posts, and people like to keep this as low as possible because they think it makes things look a little muddy, it looks a little blurry. To me, I think it really adds to the effect of war here and the Battlefield 4 look overall. So, you know, on default, ultra, everything is on MSAA 4 times, and anti-aliasing post is on high. But to be honest, all you really need is high on anti-aliasing post. Okay, I find that it just makes things look better overall, and it does a great job of anti-aliasing without a huge performance hit. Anti-aliasing post does not put as much of a hit on your performance as anti-aliasing deferred. Okay, so that's why I choose this. You know, a lot of people usually, another option that we could possibly do is put this on low and then drop this resolution scale or raise this resolution scale up to 150. Now, that also is a pretty big performance hit, and I realize on this screen, you don't need that much of a hit. 110, 120 maybe if you're really, you know, feeling like you need a little bit more of a boost. But honestly, having this on high is much better looking, and I would say that with this ambient occlusion HBAO, I feel like with all these settings here, this is probably the best setup that you could have for this laptop if you were to play Battlefield 4. Now, you'll see that I get a little bit of a frame rate drop because I am recording right now, but the reason why I chose this level here, let's resume. The reason why I chose this level here is because there is a lot of lighting and there is a lot of particles moving around, a lot of birds, and a lot of smoke. Okay, so if you're looking on this screen right here, there is a little bit of a stuttering, a little bit of frame rate drop. I am recording, but I promise you while you are playing, there is no such problem. And as you can see in the top left here, we're at 50 frames per second, 47 frames per second. This is pretty high. And if you're looking at a high, highly packed, dense, particle-filled area, yes, the frame rate will drop a little bit lower, but during the firefights and stuff, I promise you, we're at least over 45. Okay, if we take a look at the soldiers here, the graphics just look awesome on this computer. They just look so nice.
All right, keep alert.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking about taking a nap.
Hey, don't get smart. This isn't a game. We're freaking war, man.
The action's over with. We're done. We might as well just take a break from here on out.
You can't take a break? Do you remember when this happened? That shit was crazy. I'm not taking a break. You shouldn't take a break either.
I'm taking a break.
Don't take a break.
I'm taking a break.
That would totally be me. Alright, so we're moving down this hallway, and of course, since it's kind of like a hallway, a corridor, the frame rate's going up a little bit, 53. Okay. Okay, we're going into now. This area has a lot of, a lot of particles, birds flying around. There's a lot of shadows here. The lighting is changing back and forth, and now we're dropping down to 38 frames per second. As you can see, though, we're still above, 30 frames per second. The lowest I just saw it drop was 32 just now. Okay, so there's a lot of shadows.
I can't believe they're making us clean out this shit.
Oh, I know, it's awesome, isn't it?
Awesome? No, we should be out there fighting.
No, we should be here, doing this.
What, because of your bum leg?
Yeah, because of my bum leg. I can't do anything out there.
Just wish they would put me somewhere. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta make the best of things, my friend.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but we're moving rocks.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's not awesome. This is the worst thing ever.
Could you imagine being out there, getting shot at and stuff?
You mean being heroic?
Well,
yeah, serving my country? Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that pretty hard.
I can imagine that pretty hard.
I mean, we're doing a very good thing here.
We're doing a service for our country by making sure this big piece of rubble makes it over there.
Yeah, but if you don't move this rubble, then we can't move that vehicle from here to over there.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why we're doing it,
Yeah,
but I don't like it.
we're the heroes behind the box.
Maybe a little bit.
As you can see, the graphics just really look awesome in this game. And, you guys saying, oh, why aren't you in a firefight right now? Honestly, this is probably one of the most taxing scenes overall with all this smoke and all these particles here. That's why I'm trying to emphasize this, is because I can assure you while we're in the firefight section that this is really not a problem.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so we're back, and we're just going to show you a little bit of a different part of the level here, just so you can see. Just watch my frame rate up top in the top left. Right now we're hovering in the 30s right now. There's a lot of shadows going on. There's a lot of shadows, a lot of smoke, a lot of foliage right here. So we're just going to do some shooting here, just so that you guys can check out, oh, there's a guy here, what it's like in the battle situation. Just keep watching my frame rate here. Okay, the close-up actions just look really good. That was a terrible shot, I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little blurry right now. We got some sun hitting us here. And there's a lot of particles flying around, a lot of shots happening, and we're still around 44 frames per second. This is in battle. I'm gonna try not to die here. Rock's getting torn apart. Just keep watching the frame rate. It looks really good still. I mean, other than the fact that I'm dying. Okay, all the textures look really, really good.
All right, we're ready.
And there's a lot of fire going on.
All right, Vector.
Screen blurriness, everything just stays together. I mean, it just looks really, really fantastic. I'm getting torn up. Alright, so just take care of him. And we are going to stop the video right there. Thanks you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, whatever you want. Subscribe for more videos in the future. And this is Bingbox. I'll see you guys next time.